guys, and welcome to a brand new Halo video, and today I was scouring the internet until I stumbled across the concept art for Halo Combat Evolved, and it just got me thinking, have you guys seen some of this stuff? How different would Halo be if Grunts looked like this instead of like this, like we know and love them today? And it just got me thinking, iconic designs that we know and love, like the iconic look of Master Chief's armor, or the designs of the Elites, the designs of the Brutes, these designs that we know and love that are so stylish and so Halo. How crazy would it be if they went with a completely different conceptual design in their concept phase, and how much would it affect Halo? I love thinking about that kind of stuff, so I dove in today with this first episode of what I'm hoping would be a mini-series on the channel. So be sure to let me know if you like this video, and if you do like this video, let me know what you want to see next, be it the Elites, the Brutes, the Marines, Master Chief himself. Let me know down in the comments. This has been a lot of fun, but today we're going to be focusing on the Grunts because they almost look completely different. But guys, let's dive in. Okay, so getting this thing started, I honestly have no idea how to tell which concept came first. So basically, I'm putting them into an order from like, this is the farthest away from a Grunt you could be, and getting closer and closer, so we'll go through them in that order. So the first design that I think is probably one of the earliest designs of a Grunt from Halo Combat Evolved is this thing. What the hell is this thing? Like, that's crazy. It looks like kind of like one of the aliens from Independence Day. It looks nothing like a Grunt, and it just looks like something from like XCOM, you know? And it's like, it's crazy to think how different would Halo be if this was the Grunt. And then from here you get this next design, which basically looks like the one before, except it's covered in wieners or something. So moving on to the next design, you can actually start to see that the Grunts are starting to take shape here, which is pretty cool to see the iconic look of the thick arms of the Grunts with the spikes in them. And it's really neat to see that he's actually got one arm down on the ground, because if you think about Halo Combat Evolved, the Grunts from time to time walk on all fours. So it's cool to see that bit of concept make it into the final build of the game. Here's the same version here from a different angle, and like I said, you can see him walking on all fours, which is something that actually did make it into Halo Combat Evolved. Now this last design I find very interesting, because you can see that he's getting that cone shape on his back that we all know and love from the Grunts of Halo. Now what's interesting here is that these Grunts don't look like they're wearing really any armor, so it implies that that cone shape on their back initially from the concept art was supposed to be a part of the anatomy of the Grunt, which is crazy because now we know that they breathe methane and they have to have methane tanks on their back, and that it's a part of their armor. So you can see that this is where the Grunt was actually starting to take shape, though they haven't figured out the exact designs with the armor and stuff to really give it the final look that we know and love. So here we are at the next design, and as you can see, we're getting pretty close to home here. They're starting to really take shape, and what I love about these designs here is that these guys look very similar to the Grunt Ultras that we saw in Halo Reach. And what I love about that is that Bungie would have held on to these designs, because these drawings would have been done in like 1999, 2000 to release for Halo Combat Evolved in 2001, but that means they would have held on to these designs and reused them 10 years after they drew them. I just think that's so cool because these guys look very similar, and I just think that's really neat. Now moving on to the next design here, these are the Grunts that we're starting to see that are just, that's the design. That's awesome. I love seeing these because they don't necessarily look exactly the way they look in Halo Combat Evolved, but as graphics got better and we got Halo 2 and Halo 3 and Halo Reach, these Grunts you can see are just building off this original concept right here, and I love it. I love how the mask isn't right in the center of his face. It's on the side like you see in a lot of gas masks and stuff like that, so that's really cool, and I just love that. But before we get to the final build of the Grunt in Halo Combat Evolved, I gotta show you one thing that I found extremely interesting, because it's not in the game, but they designed it, and that is that we almost got flood-infected forms of the Grunts for Halo Combat Evolved, and here they are. That is wild. You can see it completely flipped his head upside down, the mask is upside down, and the flood spore came out. That's just crazy. I can't, like, to this day, we've still never seen Grunt infected forms of Flood, and to think that they actually designed them for Halo Combat Evolved and they just never put them into the game, I mean, there's various reasons for it, but who knows, but there it is. It almost is in the game, and that's crazy. I love that. But guys, here is the final form that we all know and love, the Grunt from Halo Combat Evolved, which stemmed from this. And now it's here, and technically now it's here, which is awesome. I love that, but it all started from this concept art. Guys, thank you guys for watching. I love looking at this concept art just to see how far the designs of these things went and how crazy it would be if we got a completely different design. But guys, let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, be sure to like it because it helps the video out and it means a whole lot to me. If you did like this video, be sure to let me know what you want to see next. You want to see me cover the Elites, the Brutes, Master Chief, or even weapons? There's tons of concept art that I would love to go over with you guys, so be sure to let me know down in the comments. But either way, guys, that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.